Before I bring up Dr. Neil Richardson, I was thinking of him this morning as I was getting ready, and I was listening to some music, and Al Green, who just had a birthday, came on. And the song, some of y'all know, Love and Happiness. If you're of a certain age, you know Love and Happiness. And there's a line in that song that really touched me this morning, that love will make you do right. Love will make you do right. Love and happiness. And I thought of all of you, and I thought of Dr. Neil Richardson, because yes, it is true. It should be true that love will make you do right. But for those of you who are putting your roots deep in St. Louis, founding businesses, worrying about inventory and healthcare costs, and worrying about the paving of your streets. Thank you to my alderman who's now paving Kings Highway, and to the mayor of the city of St. Louis. I love that very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody who is navigating their way in this business world, love will make you do right. But the other thing I thought of, Neil, this morning was pride will make you do right. And so everyone in this room, when they talk about the lack of leadership, I'm not even giving a speech, but hey, I wasn't here to give a speech. When they talk about leadership, and some say the lack of leadership in the city of St. Louis, should they not be in this room right now, seeing all of you who represent leadership in the city of St. Louis and represent what Al Green's saying about love will make you do right, but pride in the city of St. Louis will make you do right. Pride and a desire to be successful and to help not only your company, but the city of St. Louis thrive will make you do right. And that made me think of Dr. Neil Richardson and Mayor Tashara Jones this morning. Dr. Richardson is a St. Louis native, a father, a mentor, and president and CEO of the St. Louis Development Corporation. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration and a Master of Business Administration with an emphasis on finance from Webster University, and an honorary Doctorate of Philosophy degree in Public Administration from Harvest Christian University. Neil's passion to build social equity through the financial empowerment of marginalized people and communities is evident in everything he does. Here is a man who knows that pride and love of the city of St. Louis will make you do right, and that's what we are witnessing in his administration. If you would, please welcome Dr. Neil Richardson. Come on, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. Come on as he comes. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
Good evening. I said good evening, St. Louis. Today, I am honored to stand before you at the 2024 Mayor's Business Luncheon. As we gather here today with the theme, Ready to Build, I am reminded of the power of transformation. Whether it's restoring a once dilapidated home or restoring this city to its immediate glory, to achieve our full economic and prosperous future that we deserve. But I want to take a moment. Let's close our eyes for a second. Think about a neglected house, one that's still full of potential, but in dire need of care. The foundation is cracked, the beams are unstable, and the roof is leaking. But do we just walk away? No. We roll up our sleeves. We draft the blueprint. We gather the right team. And what do? We start rebuilding. And that's exactly what we're doing here in the city of St. Louis under this leadership. So the Economic Justice Action Plan is our blueprint, a plan to build a more inclusive, stronger, and equitable St. Louis. But just like any great developer, We need a skilled team to bring that vision to life. That means that we need every partner in this room to make St. Louis what it can be. So I want to take a moment and recognize some of our immediate partners that have helped us along the way. Greater St. Louis, Inc., the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership, the St. Louis Community Foundation, and I want to pause for this next group of folks because they work hard tirelessly every day to support and advocate on behalf of St. Louis. And that's our Board of Aldermen for the city of St. Louis. I want to take a moment and recognize them. I also want to recognize President Megan Green and her leadership with the Board of Aldermen, the Comptroller's Office, the city development agencies, and our optimistic and resilient leader, Mayor Tashara O. Jones. But on every work site, it's critical to have the boots on the ground working every day to keep the project moving forward, to keep the mission moving forward. And that is embodied in our SLDC staff. Let's take a moment to recognize them. And some of you may know I'm a recovering banker. And so I know firsthand that having a solid plan is not enough. You could plan to put a man on the moon, but without the resources to fund it, it's just a moonshot idea. And that's why the $300 million in the American Rescue Plan Act that has been invested through partnership with the mayor's office and the Board of Aldermen, we are now working together to attract over $1 billion through private and philanthropic partnerships by 2030. And these partnerships, they're not just important, they are critical to building the city's future. But before we can even break ground, we needed the right tools. We created programs like Scale Up STL, which provides small businesses and nonprofits with affordable capital to grow and thrive. Mobilize STL is focused on ensuring that minority and women-owned businesses have the resources to participate in major projects across our great city. And Home STL is helping families achieve home ownership by giving them a stake in the future of our amazing, unique, and culturally advanced neighborhoods. These are just the tools. We must equip our community to rebuild our city. But we also know, as we rebuild in our city, we cannot do that on shaky foundation. Some of our infrastructure is outdated and failing, but we're working to replace those weak links through initiatives like the Northside Economic Empowerment Center. The Northside Economic Empowerment Center has already served over 4,000 residents in North St. Louis and across our city. And over 2,000 businesses have been supported by the services that are provided at the Northside Economic Empowerment Center. I would like to take a moment and recognize tables 44 and 45. Can you please stand? Please stay standing because I want to make sure every person in this room gets an opportunity to see the businesses that are growing, that are scaling, and now able to make an impact in our city because of their partnership and commitment to showing up at the Northside Economic Empowerment Center. Because we're not just talking the talk. These are real businesses that have been impacted by the work that we do every day. So I ask each of you, as we wrap up this presentation today, to make sure you introduce yourselves to those businesses and thank them for their commitment to our city. Thank you all. You may be seated. We also are making a commitment to workforce development through the Campus of Economic Mobility, through the Monarch on MLK, that will provide career pathways in the advanced manufacturing industry. This will be a driving force for the vision of a stronger, more resilient St. Louis. So now that we have the right tools, we are now working on the infrastructure, it's time for us to stabilize the beams and the pillars that hold everything up. That's projects like the Wellston Loop Station, Sarah Lou Cafe, Cleveland High School. These are all very important. These are all very important and critical investments that's needed in the heart of our city. And we've also committed over $6.5 million to maintain our vacant LRA lots, because the land we build on must be strong. But we recognize everything cannot be saved. And so what we must do is assess what's beyond repair. And that's why we committed $15 million to removing approximately 1,000 vacant structures across the city that are held by LRA. And one thing I also want to note, not only are we making sure that we maintain our properties, but we're making sure that no other entity has the ability to have blighted properties in our community. And we're taking meaningful action through cases like the Millennium Hotel and the Railway Exchange Building to ensure that we're holding those property owners accountable and rebuilding our city to the areas and the places that it deserves. But we aren't just tearing down. We're rebuilding with the future in mind. We're replacing what's old with state-of-the-art developments that will attract major employers like Procter & Gamble and major sporting events. Right, let's give Procter & Gamble a clap. And also major sporting events. We are now hosting over the next 3 years, 3 major NCAA tournaments. The 2025 Frozen Four, the 2026 NCAA Basketball March Madness Tournament. And just this week, it was announced that St. Louis was selected to host the 2027 NCAA Wrestling Championships. St. Louis, we're winning. And this has all been done in partnership with the Sports Commission. But also we understand that many of the investments that we're making downtown in partnership with Greater St. Louis, Inc., like the Downtown Retail Incentive Program, we are driving this work forward, ensuring that St. Louis is a place where all businesses and people alike want to invest. So 2 years ago, we laid the blueprint right here at the Mayor's Business Luncheon. And today, we have the initial funding, we've broken ground, and with unprecedented investments in our low to moderate income communities, especially North St. Louis, we're laying the foundation for a more inclusive future. But let me be clear, this will not be easy. Similar to any major development project, there will be setbacks and there will be challenges along the way. But we cannot let perfection be the enemy of progress. We must remain committed. And as I stand here today, I understand I'm not perfect. We are all imperfect, just like our city, but we are working every day to make our city better, to grow and continue to advance that work forward. But I will not stop, because we are committed to ensure that the mission to achieve economic justice for every corner of the city of St. Louis is achieved. So St. Louis, I just have one more question for you. Are you ready to build? St. Louis, are you ready to build? Are you ready to build a future where every young person, no matter what zip code you were born in, has the opportunity to reach their full potential? Are you ready to build an ecosystem where all businesses in the city of St. Louis are able to succeed? Are you ready to build a quality of life that is successful and productive for all of our residents? Are you ready to build a city that attracts top-tier businesses and global events? Are you ready to build a downtown St. Louis that's vibrant, that's growing, and safe and beautiful? St. Louis, are you ready to build? Well, let's get to building. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neil. Can I add one more, Neil? St. Louis. Yeah. Are you ready to build an economy that will give my son a full-time job so I can stop? Are you ready? Yeah, okay, all right. There was no yeah to that, yeah. Every parent in the room who's got a child in college, are you ready to build an economic system that will have that child looking at St. Louis and not New York or Houston, having them encouraged to come home? Are you ready, St. Louis? I'm just ready for him to have a firm footing and be on his way, taking me out to dinner, buying me expensive gifts. I'm ready for that, St. Louis. So y'all come on, y'all, make that happen. Make that happen. Okay. Thank you so much. One more time for Neil Richardson. I'm going to be transparent and say that I all but forced my way into this event. I did not have a ticket 4 days ago. And here I am as your MC. I'm bold. Yes, I'm bold. I wanted to be here. I've never gotten to come to this event because I was always anchoring on KMOX, and I always wanted to come. And when Mayor Jones became the mayor, I really wanted to come. And so I reached out to Neil and I said, Neil, who's your MC? And I'll be honest with you, Neil said, well, I was gonna do it. And I said, no, baby, no. You need someone. And I didn't say me, but I said, you need someone. And then his team said, would you? And I said, well, yes, of course. Well, thank you. I would be happy. I'm available. And so here I am, because of Neil Richardson, but also because of the 47th mayor of the city of St. Louis. Remarkable woman indeed. The first African-American woman to lead this city. A history maker indeed. She served 2 terms in the Missouri House of Representatives and was selected as the first African-American woman in Missouri history to hold the position of Assistant Minority Floor Leader. She is also the first African-American woman to serve as treasurer of the great city of St. Louis. Mayor Tashara O. Jones has a bachelor's degree in finance from Hampton University and a master's degree in health administration from St. Louis University School of Public Health. Would you please join me in welcoming your mayor, the history maker herself, remarkable woman, dynamic woman that she is. I'm gonna keep on talking till she gets here. Outspoken woman that she is. She will tell you what is on her mind. I love a bold leader. I love a woman who is unafraid to speak love and hold not just herself, but all of us accountable. Please welcome the mayor of the great city of St. Louis, Mayor Tashara O. Jones. I'll travel with you.
Thank you, Carol, for that wonderful introduction. I got to take you on the road with me. Before I begin, I want to recognize that a leader is only as good as the team she has around her. So I want to recognize my team that's at tables 7, 6, and 5, the staff of the mayor's office. Would you please stand? And also, if there are any cabinet members in the audience, would you please stand? Thank you all. And welcome again to the Business Luncheon. I'm so grateful to Neil Richardson and the team at SLDC for putting on today's event, and to our sponsors at every level for making today possible. And to everyone in the room today, on behalf of myself and the city of St. Louis, thank you for showing up and showing that you are ready to build with us. You play an essential role in the future of our city, and that future is bright. When I became mayor, I set some ambitious goals. I was determined to make St. Louis stronger and build economic success in an equitable way that included everyone in our city, no matter the color of your skin, who you love, how you worship, what language you speak, or any identity you hold. So the team at SLDC and I developed a roadmap for growth, the Economic Justice Action Plan, to address over 7 decades of neglect in real estate, business, and employment in our city. Neil and the team at SLDC have been busy implementing that plan, and I'm excited that he shared some of our successes thus far. But I want to share a few encouraging statistics with you. The St. Louis region gained nearly 31,000 workers over the past year, making us the 7th best U.S. metro area for job growth. St. Louis was ranked number 8 among the fastest growing tech hubs in the United States by CIO magazine. Our GDP growth was 16th among the 30th largest US metros last year. Yes. And this is what I'm most proud of. We are number 1 in growth of foreign-born population among those same metro regions. So we have a lot to celebrate. St. Louis is growing, and these numbers are great for our region, and our city is at the center of all of that growth. But you can't be a suburb of nowhere. Our region's success depends on the success of St. Louis City, period. And when we talk about St. Louis City, we have to talk about downtown, the cultural hub of our region. If you haven't been downtown lately, waiting for the teleprompter. If you haven't been downtown lately, I can't recommend it enough. Catch a game at Busch Stadium or the Enterprise Center or City Park. Try one of our restaurants along Washington Avenue or Ballpark Village, or stroll through the new city garden. While you're doing that, we all know that we are investing in downtown through our public-private partnerships, which are helping us build a safe, vibrant, and more beautiful city and a beautiful downtown. You may recall that last year, I issued a challenge to SLDC and Greater St. Louis Inc. And I told them to come up with a bold plan of action to address two properties that are holding downtown back: the Millennium Hotel and the Railway Exchange Building, or many of you know it as the old Macy's. And boy, did they deliver. Within 120 days of issuing that challenge, SLDC and GSL announced that not only did they have a buyer for the Millennium Hotel, but they were ready to begin the process of eminent domain over the Railway Exchange Building, allowing us to stabilize that building and get it ready for a responsible local developer. And there's more. And as a cherry on top, they also bought the Wainwright building. And today, I'm happy to announce that the petition to pursue eminent domain on the Railway Exchange Building has been filed as of yesterday, October 3rd. We also worked with St. Louis Place and Jeff Vanderloo residents to pass legislation to hold absentee landlords accountable through eminent domain in the neighborhoods surrounding the new NGA campus. So far, we've started the eminent domain process to reclaim over 80 properties in these neighborhoods. And I want to thank Alderman Rasheen Aldridge for shepherding that legislation and the Board of Aldermen for passing it. We've also used $13 million in ARPA funding to stabilize privately owned condemned properties in North and South St. Louis through the Stable Communities STL program. Under this program, if owners fail to make needed repairs, the city will exercise our right to hire contractors to complete this work and send the absentee owner a bill. The threat of this program has motivated 18 owners to complete the work themselves, and we've used this program to stabilize over 50 properties with another 43 in progress. So, if you're an absentee property owner, which I know there are none of you in this room, if you're an absentee property owner, read my lips. Neglect is no longer welcome in the city of St. Louis. Now, with historic ARPA funds from the Biden-Harris administration, this is the first time ever that the city of St. Louis is making intentional investments in North St. Louis, because we know that we cannot succeed together if over half of the city has been left to fail. We opened the Northside Economic Empowerment Center at Sumner High School, and soon we'll break ground on the Monarch on MLK, a world-class, transit-accessible workforce development hub designed to prepare St. Louisans for high-paying, in-demand careers. And recently, I'm sure you've heard about the North St. Louis Small Business and Nonprofit Grant Program. Let me take a moment to clear up some misinformation, because a lie will make it all the way around the world before the truth has an opportunity to put its pants on. And once that lie is out there, it's hard to bring it back. But I want to be clear, and I want to be accountable. The buck stops with me. The awarding and the execution of awarding these grants had flaws, and it will be corrected. Investing in the people and the businesses of North St. Louis is both a Herculean task and an unfamiliar road. For over 70 years, investment has been largely focused on other, more familiar parts of the city. Neil and I have stood before the in front of the Board of Aldermen and reporters many times to discuss the grant program and ensure that we are being as transparent as possible. Administering a program of this size wasn't perfect, and we're learning from our mistakes and taking the steps to correct them. When vetting for viability, we relied on a third party that didn't meet our standards. And in an attempt at transparency, we were too quick to announce the conditional grant awardees. And some of those businesses who applied had unrealistic expectations for funding. We had over $400 million in requests for $34 million in available funds. So let me be clear. The integrity of this program has not been compromised from a legal or compliance standpoint. Less than 10% of the awardees have been funded because awardees were always going to have to be successfully vetted before receiving these dollars. And before dispersing any additional funds, SLDC is adding additional layers of due diligence and will be issuing a transparency report before their next board meeting on October 17th. I'm grateful to Neil and his team for the diligent work they're doing to make this right and reassure those concerned that this money will be spent appropriately. But let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I will not let a few bumps in the road kill the ultimate goal, which is the moral and economic imperative to invest in areas of our city that have been intentionally and systemically neglected. And I'm standing on that. Now, economic development isn't just about business. It's also about housing. Home is where you raise your family, create memories, and build wealth. The ability to acquire and hold affordable housing is crucial to economic justice, and the lack of affordable housing in our city is the root of so many of our problems. If we want St. Louis to prosper and grow, we must create a thriving community where every resident has the access to the opportunities they deserve. And I'm proud to report that with the support of ARPA funds, our city has already made significant progress by supporting approximately 3,000 units and facilitating the repair of over 570 units in just 2 years. This initial investment underscores our commitment to addressing the housing crisis head-on and enhancing the quality of life for our residents. Currently, we can support 2,900 more units by 2030, but we are determined to increase our capacity through the collaboration with the city's development community. Therefore, I am proud to announce that we have set an ambitious goal to develop 5,000 affordable housing units and support the development of 5,000 market rate housing units over the next 5 years for a total of 10,000 units. This critical effort will provide safe, stable, and affordable living options for low and moderate income families, directly addressing urgent community needs. This approach will foster a diverse housing market that attracts new residents and strengthens the economic fabric of our neighborhoods. And to achieve these ambitious goals, I invite all regional and local stakeholders, business, community organizations, and residents to actively participate in this vital work. Your engagement is crucial as we strive for meaningful change. We've already deployed an interdepartmental working group to coordinate our efforts and leverage federal, state, and local resources. And I'm asking private investors to explore opportunities within our housing initiatives. Your investment can play a pivotal role in transforming our neighborhoods and uplifting our communities. And we welcome support from philanthropic organizations to fund innovative solutions and grassroots efforts. Your contributions are essential for implementing impactful change. Only working together can we create a collaborative environment that drives the necessary resources towards our housing goals. Let's work together to confront this challenge and foster inclusive growth for all in St. Louis. And last but not least, I have one more ask of you. As we continue to focus on building a stronger St. Louis, we know that our international community plays a pivotal role in helping us increase our population and build a brighter, more vibrant future. So here's where you can help us. In partnership with the St. Louis Mosaic Project, we are challenging 10 businesses from the city and 10 businesses from the county to hire one or more international students for a summer internship in 2025. This would be a 6-week paid internship program for an international student in a STEM-related field or major. And the best part, there's no legal paperwork or sponsorship costs for the hiring organization beyond a 1-page job agreement signed off by the student's university. Some of you may be wondering where this ask came from. I had an opportunity to sit with some international students from Webster University, and they talked directly about their challenges in finding work while they're here. They want to stay here. So we need to provide the opportunities and tear down the red tape and the barriers that are holding them back. Are you with me? So we already have 7 companies signed up for our International Student Summer 2025 Internship Challenge, and your organization could be next. And as my administration continues to focus on building a safer, stronger, and healthier St. Louis City, I'm glad to have you on our team. Thank you again for joining me today, and thank you for being a part of the vision for our future of St. Louis. Our future is so bright, I gotta wear shades. Thank you for coming, and God bless.
That's how you wrap it up. That's how you wrap it up. One more round of applause for the mayor of the city of St. Louis, Mayor Tashara Jones. Thank you so much, Mayor. And internships make such a difference, so don't forget to think about it and then sign up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mayor Jones, for that incredible speech and for all the work that you and the team are doing to make St. Louis a more impactful and thriving community to be in. It is now time to move to our award winners, that section of the program that many of you came here for today. When your name is announced, your category introduced, please quickly come to the stage. The Business Celebration Awards are our way of showing our appreciation for the contributions of the city business community. We are very grateful for all businesses that choose to call the city of St. Louis home. Let us begin, and I need the mayor and Neil up here as well. Thank you so much. We will begin with the 2024 Business of the Year. The 2024 Business of the Year is the Passport Cocktail Bar and Bottle Shop. The Passport Cocktail Bar and Bottle Shop is a boutique store that offers a curated selection of fine wines, spirits, and craft beverages from around the world, with a focus on quality and discovery It caters to enthusiasts and connoisseurs alike, providing a diverse range of products that showcase unique flavors and regions. The shop offers a personalized shopping experience where customers can explore rare finds, artisanal brands, and popular labels as well. Whether you're seeking a perfect gift or looking to expand your palate, the Passport Wine and Bottle Shop offers a gateway to global taste. Here is a video about them as well.
We chose this location because when we were approached by Greater St. Louis to be part of the redevelopment of downtown, this space had just come on the market, and we knew that we didn't really want to be in food, and so to find a space that was bar ready and really a perfect starter space, it's 1,200 square feet, it made a lot of sense for us to jump at it. And why downtown? My mom is from Northside. My mother-in-law grew up in Pruitt-Dago, and so we do have a strong affinity to downtown. We really believe that downtown St. Louis deserves to thrive again, and so if that means we're part of the community and part of doing that, we're happy to be here. Pour Decisions STL, we started that 4 years ago, so it's a mobile craft cocktail and wine bar. Although Pour Decisions as a mobile bar isn't a true third space, we really reinvented the feeling of a third space. We come into your home or your business, and we handle all the hosting for you, and you really just show up in your space, and you're just part of, the fold of everything going on. So we really felt that was something we needed at the time, and just happy to see that 4 years later, the need is still there, the business is growing, we have a brick and mortar now. The Passport's really cool because it's informed by our travels around the world. I started my travel journey in high school. I lived in Costa Rica. And then when I was getting my undergrad, I lived in Italy for a time. My husband spent time in Australia, New Zealand. And then travel quickly became a part of our relationship. So places like Cuba, Puerto Rico, Spain, Mykonos, so on and so forth. And the things that we really loved and the way we met a lot of community while there is by drinking and experiencing their local cocktails. Downtown St. Louis has been so pivotal, not only to Missouri as a whole, but to this country as a whole. And so it's good to be back downtown and helping to reinvigorate the life that was here before. The bones are still very good. So we gotta get the bodies back down here, and we gotta get the people back. And if, we're spending some money to help do that, I'm happy to do that.
Congratulations once again to the Passport Cocktail Bar and Bottle Shop. Is anybody wondering if they can get that new Beyonce liquor? Is anybody wondering that? Well, that's just me. Let me know, y'all, if y'all can get that new Beyonce bottle. Okay. Our next 2024 Mayor's Business Awards Luncheon category is our Community Champion honoree, and it is St. Louis Midtown Redevelopment Corporation. St. Louis Midtown Redevelopment Corporation is a forward-thinking organization dedicated to revitalizing and transforming the heart of St. Louis into a vibrant, thriving urban hub focused on fostering economic growth, improving infrastructure, and enhancing community spaces. The corporation works closely with local business developers and civic leaders to promote sustainable development by creating mixed-use spaces that integrate residential, commercial, and cultural elements. The corporation aims to build a dynamic and inclusive Midtown district that attracts both residents and visitors. Can we take a look at their video?
Dr. Postello, the president of St. Louis University, came to St. Louis and St. Louis University's campus in 2014.
When I arrived in St. Louis, I could see the potential for this region, particularly around the university. And while the campus itself was quite attractive, the area in Midtown around the campus was blighted. And I realized with my colleagues that we needed to make an investment here. We needed to catalyze some effort to improve the area around campus for the benefits of certainly our faculty, staff, and students, but for the benefit of the city, the benefit of the residents.
Dr. Postello asked his Chief Financial Officer, David Heimberger, to set out to see about forming a redevelopment corporation around St. Louis University's campus. After 3 years of work, David Heimberger and his team went ahead and partnered with SSM Health to form the St. Louis Midtown Redevelopment Corporation in March 2017. The St. Louis Midtown Redevelopment area encompasses 400 acres right in the heart of the city of St. Louis, all the way from to the north to Laclede Avenue, to the east to Compton, all the way to the south to Interstate 44, and then to the west to Van Deventer and 39th Streets. It's also very exciting what's happening here with the Midtown redevelopment area, because we have one of St. Louis's newest districts called Prospect Yards. Prospect Yards is right in the middle of St. Louis University's main and medical campuses. It includes the City Foundry, Topgolf, the new Target, Element Hotel. When you think about other midtowns around the country, they're not only places that you go to for school or for healthcare, but they're also the places that you go to for retail and entertainment and jobs. And that's what we're having now for St. Louis's Midtown.
This is quite impressive to see our efforts recognized, particularly Brooks Goedeker and his colleagues here at St. Louis University and at SSM Health, who have worked so hard for the benefits of this region. To see all that has been achieved, to be recognized in my final year as president, I'm genuinely touched.
Congratulations once again to the St. Louis Midtown Redevelopment Corporation. Our next award is for equitable and inclusive development. We would like to recognize the Development of the Year, the victor. The victor is a heroic building made anew with best-in-class amenities and a century of soul, with everything the city has to offer outside and everything you need to live within. It offers urban luxury living unlike anything else around. The Victor features studio, 1 and 2 bedroom apartment homes in St. Louis. Please check out the video about the Victor.
Development Services Group was started about 38 years ago by Gary Prosterman. We specialize in adaptive reuse of historic buildings, going from functionally obsolete properties that no longer have a purpose or a use, converting those into hotels or apartments or whatever the highest and best use for that property may be. This building had been on our radar for a number of years. For the Butler brothers to become possible, it's what's happening around the building. St. Louis City SC, the soccer team, making their tremendous investment. That's just 3 blocks from the building. National Geospatial Intelligence Agency building their facility just 1 mile north of here. It became pretty obvious that we can make this building work based on the trajectory of where downtown and downtown West St. Louis are going. To finance a large project the size of the Butler brothers, the Victor Apartments, there's no way we could have done this without St. Louis Development Corporation's support. Wherever we go, we're known for putting a top priority on inclusivity and exceeding our minority and women-owned business enterprise goals with the cities we work with. We had a plan room with SLDC, and we also had monthly calls to be sure we were tracking in compliance. We really owe a huge shout out, a huge thanks to both SLDC and also to Parrott Corporation, our general contractor on the job. When we found out the Victor was selected for the Development of the Year, we were deeply flattered and honored. Obviously, we're very proud of our development, but it's a huge honor for a city the size of St. Louis to be selected and recognized in that way.
Congratulations again to the 2024 Development of the Year, the Victor. Our next honoree under Equitable and Inclusive Development is our 2024 Developer of the Year. Congratulations to Garcia Construction. Garcia Construction St. Louis is a trusted, locally owned construction company serving the greater St. Louis area with a focus on delivering superior residential and commercial construction services. Known for its dedication to quality craftsmanship, Garcia Construction offers a wide array of services, including custom home builds, renovations, commercial construction, and general contracting. The company is committed to meeting the unique needs of each and every client, blending innovative design with reliable execution. With a reputation for integrity, timely delivery, and budget-conscious solutions, Garcia Construction St. Louis is a leader in creating durable, functional, and aesthetically pleasing spaces that enhance the local community. Please check out the video about Garcia Construction.
The construction business started just as a natural extension of our real estate company. Garcia Properties. We started buying single-family houses, more rental property, fixing it up. It got beyond what we could do personally, so we started working with general contractors. That kind of reached its limit, and so then we decided to go into business for ourselves on the construction side. We work in the neighborhoods, close to where we live. We happen to be in South City, Southwest City for the most part, but mostly in some of the neighborhoods surrounding Tower Grove Park. We like to fix stuff. We like to leave things better than we found it. There's a rich history, stories that these houses tell, whether it's a single-family house or a four-family flat or a larger, 30, 40-unit building. I often say that all neighborhoods in St. Louis should be on the historic registry. All these houses, you drive these streets in almost every neighborhood in the city, north, south, everywhere, and if you weren't from here, you'd be in awe. The brick, just the quality of the construction, the craftsmanship. Everyone likes recognition, right? But I will tell you, we'd rather just keep our heads down and do the work. And it's nice to be recognized because it is hard. And there are many days when you wake up and you have to ask yourself, why are we doing this again? It's super expensive. It takes the coordination of tons of very talented people. And so it's a lot of effort. Without that effort and cooperation from a lot of different people, including the city, it doesn't happen. So to be nominated is one thing. To have been chosen, is another. So we are very appreciative of that. But get back to work.
To neighborhood transformation throughout the city of St. Louis. Let's first review the videos of these stellar honorees.
The reason we chose Dutchtown for the home of Intertwine is because Dutchtown is our home. We wanted to create an inviting, inclusive space for our neighbors so that we didn't always have to leave our neighborhood to have a great time.
Before we acquired the building, Dutchtown Main Street zoned this area a special use district, so we were able to convert residential homes into commercial spaces.
The rezoning process makes it easier for other people to take multi-use buildings and convert them into either workspace properties or just convert them into commercial properties because it eliminates barriers. For some people, owning a business and owning a home, you have two mortgages or renting a mortgage. This way, with this program, the special use program, you are able to live upstairs and work downstairs, or you can just convert the whole space.
It's truly amazing the response we've been getting from the neighborhood.
After a long day or a long week of work, Intertwine is the place you want to be.
Northside provides intergenerational services for youth and seniors. For youth, our primary services are out-of-school time services. These are enrichment programs that operate during the time the school is out of session. And then for seniors, our primary programs are nutrition and transportation. Northside was established in 1974, so we've been here for about 50 years now. Northside's currently operating out of what's really a two-family flat. And so we knew that from the feasibility study, that we would have to construct a new building. We estimate the cost of it at approximately $6 million. It's important for us to stay in this community, and so we were fortunate enough within the same block and just across the street to be able to find several adjacent plots of land that we could get options on to be able to do the new construction. To me, this is actually an agency award, and so I'm honored to be standing here to be able to represent the staff that contributes so many hours into the work that's being done.
I started We Power because I've been a lifelong native and resident of North St. Louis City until a few years ago. And frankly, I got tired of seeing Black people struggle, knowing that a lot of our future hinges on economic justice and educational opportunity, and we can achieve those things through building and wielding power as an organized group of people with a shared vision for St. Louis. We support Black and Latinx entrepreneurs. We have a business accelerator, we have a zero interest loan program, and we have a very unique investment fund, one of the few of its kind in the country. WePower has supported over 100 Black and Latinx entrepreneurs. We've deployed over $1 million in capital. It's a privilege to receive this honor. It's a privilege for folks to recognize the importance of the work we do. And also, there's a lot to be done. And so I see this as an opportunity to celebrate that we have work to do. So I hope folks get engaged, help us transform our economy, and join us in supporting more Black and Latinx entrepreneurs.
Please join me in recognizing our Good Neighbor Award winners. WePower, Northside Youth and Senior Service Center, and the Intertwine Wine Bar. Congratulations. Let's give our Neighborhood Transformation and Neighbor Award winners another round of applause. I know some on their team were like, can we get an individual picture with the mayor? I love a group shot, but we'll do that later. Now for this year's honoree for the Mayor's Award. Congratulations to Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is a leading health insurance provider dedicated to improving the health and well-being of individuals, families, and communities. With a broad network of healthcare professionals and facilities, Anthem offers a wide range of coverage options, including medical, dental, vision, and prescription plans. They are tailored to meet the diverse needs of its members. Committed to providing affordable, accessible, and high-quality care, Anthem partners with healthcare providers to deliver innovative solutions and programs that promote wellness, preventive care, and disease management. Through personalized customer service and cutting-edge digital tools, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield empowers its members to make informed healthcare decisions in order to live healthier lives. Please turn your attention to the video.
For the past 85 years, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield has been a trusted healthcare partner in Missouri. We offer our members broad access to high quality and affordable health care. We also improve the lives of the members we serve within the communities that we're in. We've grown to become the largest health insurer in the state of Missouri, proudly serving over 1.7 million members, those that are on employer-sponsored plans, Medicare, and Medicaid. And for St. Louis City itself, we proudly serve nearly 40% of the residents. As a Fortune 100 company, we have a strong national presence, and we believe it's really important to invest in local communities, not just health-wise, but also with employment opportunities for the people within those communities. St. Louis has a wide, diverse population, and we're really excited to work with that pool of talent, offering a wide variety of positions. We're really proud of our city. When you think about St. Louis City, it has rich history, great culture. We have the best sports fans in the nation and sports teams. There's a lot to be proud of. And for us, we've been headquartered in downtown St. Louis since the 70s. So we looked at our workforce. It's a convenient location to all of them. And we're centrally located for all of the businesses that we support here in the state of Missouri. But for us, it's also about being part of the economic growth and development. You know, we talk about adding jobs, but we also believe in order to grow, you have to stabilize the core. And we've been a long-standing business here in the city, and we believe organizations and their people need to do their part in helping stabilize the core, and we're doing that by remaining in the city. I remember receiving the call, and I was very excited and grateful for the opportunity. I immediately thought of all of our employees, and I think that the recognition is a testament to the hard work and commitment, everything that they do on a daily basis, not only for the people that we serve that are our customers, but also You know, these employees are the fabric of our communities as well. And I think about recently, our mayor challenged all of us to stand up and cheerlead for our city. And I can tell you on behalf of myself and our employees, we stand up every day and cheer for our city.
Congratulations again to the Mayor's Awardee, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. And can you join me in congratulating all of the award winners of the 2024 Mayor's Celebration of Businesses, powered by SLDC. Congratulations to each and every one of you.